Do these 2 movements daily for your hips. It only takes 2 minutes. Reduce stiffness and pain throughout the knee, the hip, the lower body. Here we go. First, we're going to come onto the ground and push ourselves up. So we want a very tall posture. Very tall posture here. If needed, grab something to support you, to allow you to keep a straight spine. Now, once we've achieved that erect spine, we're going to bring about a 90-degree bend at the knee. Press up, 90-degree bend at the knee. And then we're going to open as far as you can. Open, wide with the legs. Now we're going to flex, dorsiflex the feet, okay? So point upward with the feet. Now, we want the toe and the knee, the big toe and the knee, to move the exact same time. I'm gonna start first by pressing my knees out, pushing my body up, and then I'm going to come into internal rotation at my hip. So let's see how much I have. I have about that much. If I go any more, I would just be moving from my foot and I'd just be moving from my knee. What we want is to isolate into this hip and really just be moving truly from that hip capsule. So that requires everything moving as one synergistic unit. Same thing on the other side. Everything moves as one. I don't need to push down because now I'm just compensating, lifting my glute up, pressing the ankle, the knee down. Okay, that's not really targeting the hip. Okay, so tall spine. Now we're just going to rotate in and then out, open, internal, internal, external. Internal and external rotation is so important. We naturally do it during the gait cycle as we move while we're walking, for example. We want our hips to have this type of ability to move internally and externally. And so this is a good test for yourself to see where you're at. And this motion is effective for loosening up this region, helping you to feel better and feel like you're more connected through the ground, through the foot, the ankle, the knee, and the hip. Okay, so just about 60 seconds here. All right, you could do 60 seconds total, so that'd be 30 seconds per leg. You could do 60 seconds each side. So we got 2 minutes now going. Whatever feels right for you to start with, start there. In through the nose, breathe, exhale through the mouth. Or you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth if that feels right. Okay, and relax. Notice with each repetition, the hips going into a bigger range of motion. Okay, notice that. As you're here, we want you to notice sensations in the hip. Feel that in here, into the hip. Not pain, but you should notice some sensations in there. So notice that area as like a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a bony sensation in there as you're moving that hip, that ball and socket joint in and out. Okay, so this doesn't need to be a huge, big, deep stretch. We don't want it to be painful. We want it to feel like we're moving the correct area. And hey, even if you don't feel anything per se in this area, just know getting into this is doing a lot for your body. Doing a heck of a lot for your body, for your hips, okay? And so you don't necessarily need to feel it in a maximal way. We need to get out of that realm of thinking, all right? We just want to start moving into these positions and then seeing how that translates, even afterwards, throughout the rest of the day, for example, and the week. Okay, now we're gonna move into the second movement. Now we're gonna come into this type of shin box position. Okay, so this foot touching this leg, this foot tucked in back here, tall spine once again. Now we're going to place the hands down on the ground, keeping a tall spine. Now from here, what we're gonna do is oscillate right and left, right and left. Now, once again, we want this motion happening here at the hip. Feel a sensation under here. okay? If you're able to, open your leg up. See if you can get to 90 degrees. That'll increase the demand on the movement a bit. It's a little bit more advanced. See if you can start there. Okay, come to the right, come to the left. I'm really like sawing away at that, right underneath this hip here, feeling it into the glute, into the groin. Okay, some of you might be entering a cramp zone. You might be cramping back here. Just shake it off and return to the movement. It's okay. Okay, left and right. We're gonna go about 30 to 60 seconds on that leg. And if it feels right for you, you can move into the 90-second to 2-minute realm per side. So on this leg, I'm going to open the box up a little bit because that feels best for me. And then we're going to now face the knee, come forward, hands above it. And then we're just going to come right, left. And as I'm here, I want you to look at my back and my spine. We're staying tall, okay? We're staying tall. We're not flexing and rounding at the spine, because if I just flex and round at my spine, now my back is just moving. My spine is just moving. But if I keep a tall, good posture, now it's forcing my body into a better alignment. And so now it's gonna turn on and force me to use through the hip muscle. That's the muscle, the target region that is gonna turn on more as I keep a taller spine. It's the earth is now giving me feedback into this region. Whereas here, I'm just moving my spine. Now here, as I push forward, tall spine, rotate, move. Breathe. I feel that all into here, 360 degrees around the hip. Now, if you're feeling it somewhere in there, that's fine. Okay, we just want to start getting into these positions, moving around, because things will begin to unlock for you after a while. Good. Once again, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Okay, no need to force things. This is light, gentle mobility for your body. Okay, parasympathetic, rest, digest, relaxation. Okay, that's what we want here. Allow the body to open up, okay? And so those are the two movements, synergistic movements, because even in this pattern, what we're doing here is, once again, internal rotation, external rotation. This is externally rotated. My hip is externally rotated. This hip is internally rotated. So I'm getting into a good position here that we don't normally see. Very effective for opening up the hips, and the hips will obviously connect through the knees, through the ankles, through the feet, even up into the upper body. Of course, everything is connected. And so opening up this region, focusing on our internal, external rotation is going to positively impact everything below and above, because the body works together. Okay, so try those two movements out back to back as a little mobility routine. Save this video, send it to a friend, and this is what you can expect on the new Embody app. Daily movement and mobility launching either in the spring or summer. We'll see. Stay tuned for more. Try this out. Morning and evening, you can do it twice a day if you wanted, but at least once a day. Try to do it, at least every day or every other day for the next couple weeks and see how it feels. And if you've found something here where you're like, you know what, I like it, well then good. Now you have a new tool in your toolbox. Keep at it, use it when you need it. And if you work long hours seated at a desk, absolutely critical we start moving through the hips more in these positions, because our body doesn't normally see that, and our body is a byproduct of the demands that we place on it every day. So demand something more from your body today by getting into this position and moving around through time and through space. Have some fun with it. Let me know how it feels and follow for more.